All right, hello guys, welcome back to this channel. So I've been having this question. Somebody asking me, uh, between business name and company registration, which one should they go for? I've answered this question in several videos, and I'm going to do that because of you in this particular video. So all you need to do is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you follow us for more content like this. So the first thing you need to consider is what is the structure of your business, and if you're able to answer that question, then you would know immediately what kind of registration you should be going for, either business name or company. So for a business name, the structure that you have on ground right now, which includes what are your current financials for the year. So let's say, for instance, your financial is less than 1 million, 2 million, 3 million in a year, then the best thing I would advise you to go for is to stick with a company business name registration. If your current staff structure is maybe just you, right, you could still stick with a business name registration. Two, another option could be that if your business is more or less like a startup, an SME, right, a small and medium scale enterprise, right, and you are currently building up and you are just trying to make sure that you can get your foot, one after the other, then business name registration will be the best registrations for you. If you don't necessarily need the structures that comes with a business, that is, you are the sole proprietor of your business and you are the one who wants to make all the decisions in your business, and you don't even need the addition of a shareholder or an investor in the business, then business name is good for you. Also, if your business like maybe fashion designing, right, in a small scale, you are into provision stores in a small scale, you are into selling of bread, selling of different. When your business turnover is very low and then the structure you need for the business is not really um, buoyant or something big, then you can just stick with the business name registration. I believe that answers the question for the business. Now let's go to company registration. What are the different things you need to consider before you even think of registering a company? So the first thing you want to consider is that what are the you that means you need structure in the business. Structure means that you have hierarchies, right? You have somebody or people that can be the board of directors, and you notice that okay, you would need shareholders in the company, and there's people that will need to invest in the company. That's two. And so you also would choose a company registration if you are making above 10 million, 100 million, up to 200, 300 million, right? Once you're, for me, I would just advise once you are making up to 200 million in turnover, right? And even in profit in 1 year, then I would advise you just go for a company. Why? Because sometimes for you to be able to scale off, and make better, get better results, you might need that structure that the company registration will bring. And the company registration gives you structure that is, you know, the director, the shareholder, the persons with significant control in the business, right? Another thing you must also know before you jump into getting a company registration done is that you must be ready to carry out proper auditor report. Now, this proper auditor report will help you to, know your financials, and that auditor report is what you'll be submitting to the FRS for your tax clearance for the year. So, if you are not ready to go through that particular stress, then don't bother coming for compensation. But if you know that your business is structured enough and you can pay an auditor to help you carry out your financials for the year, then you can go that route. Another thing you also understand is that there are some sort of so depending on the kind of business you're doing right now. So if your business requires that you need to get contracts from look from individuals, contracts from government, contracts from local government, federal government, and state government, whatever the case is, you would notice that they don't just give jobs to anybody. They will require that you present your sales certificate, and if you come with a business registration, they might not even consider you in the first place, right? There are some kind of contracts like that. I've seen a lot of people come to me that, oh, they bid there for a contract and they didn't give it to them. Why? Because they had a business registration. So business registration is not always taken serious on those level. They want to say that if you're a serious business, then you must have the structure, and that structure comes with only company registration. So, and also, if you are considering doing a company registration, you must also know that the tax burden is is not necessarily high, because the CIT, that is company income tax, you are supposed to be paying is zero if your earning is less than 100 million, right? While for a business name, you are paying a personal income tax. I believe you get that. So, if depending on which one you are willing to pay, now for the company income tax, even though you are not paying company income tax for a company, they know that you must carry out a proper audited report. You also might need PENCOM, ITF, NSITF, and other compliance that comes with a company registration. And all these compliance cost money, right? Pencom, for instance, can cost you in hundreds of thousands. NSITF, ITF, and all those things can also cost you a lot of money. But the only thing is that you know that even though you are spending money, maybe you spend £1 million to do all these compliance, at the end of the day, you will know that you will make more from the contract you are going to get. So I believe this video has really given you the best of you know response you can get anywhere when it comes to choosing between either registering a business name or a company registration. My name is Akinbola Ezekiel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.